This is The Killing Noise. This is our first episode. We're a podcast about all things horror. Movies, books, video games, especially video games. Comics, just anything horror that we enjoy.
Conventions, even.
Yeah, conventions. Just all things horror.
All things horror. But bear with us. This is our first podcast, so...
First episode, just trying it out. We're going to talk about some movies. Then we'll probably spree on to some other shit that doesn't really make sense. It's just going to be us chatting it up about stuff we enjoy, mainly. Most of it's horror stuff.
Always has the horror vibe.
Yeah.
So...
Alright, so since this is our first episode, we'll just go into Children of the Corn. I'm one of the hosts, Brandon.
I'm Steven.
I'm Darren.
And today we're going to talk about Children of the Corn that we just kind of watched until the ending cut out.
Steve's Xbox decided to die in the last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Great job, Steve. Way to pull the podcast through.
Buy PlayStation.
Yeah, that's why I like PlayStation better.
Alright, so you guys want to talk about first?
The fact that the main guy is got Webster disease.
Malachi
or Isaac or whatever his fucking name he's got midget syndrome.
And the other guy is a ginger.
Oh yeah, the other guy's super ginger with fucked up teeth.
I didn't you did notice the entire time. It looks like he's got chew in his mouth.
Yeah, he's got dip, and but I think that's why I made a good villain.
The fact that he looks creepy made him a good villain.
Exactly.
Right.
And problem with the movie, though, one of my only gripes, is the fact that there's no fucking payoff. They all lead up, like Jaws, they all lead up to see this fucking monster, and watch the whole movie, and the monster turns out to be a Technicolor, rave party on some dude. I mean, I guess it was made in the fucking 80s or 70s?
84.
Yeah.
It came out in 84.
Okay, I know it came out in 80s, but, I mean, so did fucking Alien, and so, make something.
I know, I mean, come on. A giant cloud of smoke, really?
Yeah, well, the Technicolor.
Yeah, the Technicolor smoke.
The Technicolor fog just rolls across the top of the corn, and then I don't know. That's one of the problems.
But what would be the best part of the movie?
The best part is when the ginger is like, Outlander! We have your woman, Outlander!
Yeah.
By far the best part of it.
Everything leads up to that, I feel like. I don't know. It's a town full of children. It's just all ridiculousness.
I just find it hard that adults are getting overtaken by little 10-year-olds, you know?
Well, towards the end, they seem to keep getting older. I don't know. In the beginning, they all seemed like they were 10, but when they finally kidnapped the bitch, they looked like they were 18.
Yeah.
It's still kind of hard to believe.
They never explain, like Steve said earlier, the two kids, why they're rebelling against Malachi and all his buddies.
Yeah, the whole town.
It's because they wanted their music.
Yeah,
and
play
Monopoly.
crayons.
They want to play Monopoly in peace, so
yeah.
they risk their lives to play Monopoly. It's pretty fun.
Did they ever really explain what the corn is? Is it just a myth, it's just an evil corn? Or no evil cloud that controls corn?
I think it's. I don't think it's an evil cloud. I think it was supposed to be some kind of fertility demon, because the whole thing was premised that they die after 18. Once you turn 18, that's why they killed the parents. You die after 18. I don't know why, but that seems to be the motive of the Technicolor smog.
He who walks behind the rose.
The movie was made for $800,000, which is a pretty actually big budget in '84 for a horror film. It grossed $14 million while it's still in theaters, so there's that information.
It's crazy.
Which I don't know. It's a lot of money in '84 for a movie, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, in the early '80s, when it comes to horror movies, what were there? There was probably Halloween. Chuck Norris Halloween, and
Halloween was also made on it was made for less than $800,000, way less, I think.
Yeah,
in $165,000 budget.
Yeah, but fuck that movie. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, fuck Halloween.
I don't know. I guess for the time, it was a good movie. Stephen King.
Yeah.
One of the few Stephen King movies that's good. Most of his movies suck.
Yeah.
Books are good. Movies suck.
That chicken that played in Terminator.
Yeah, but she wasn't all roided out in this one. So
she wasn't just... She would whoop those kids' ass. Sarah Connor style.
Yeah. She at least looked like a female in this. So.
Yeah.
But Kevin Bacon face. I can't remember who the main guy is.
I don't remember.
But he looks like Kevin Bacon. You know, the mechanic guy did a good job acting, even though he was kind of corny as fuck, like a stupid dog. But
I like that they added that they just like heartlessly killed the dog in, and then the mechanic guys. That's what pushed him over the edge, you know.
To fight back finally.
Yeah. All of his friends are dead. He's got no business, and I don't know how he's even paying taxes or whatever. But he's gonna. The dog was what pushed him over his edge.
He's obviously in on it because they kept him alive for the oil and shit. They mentioned that shit later on.
What I'm wondering is like, does a gas truck just come and drop off gas, or like, I mean, how do they get this endless supply of fuel supposedly?
You have to pay for it, and then they said they were making fuel from the corn, and that's why Malachi was able to just kill him. Or Isaac.
Yeah, like ethanol gas. That doesn't really make any fucking sense. Because, like, if you put 10 Harvard students in some corn, I don't think they can make ethanol, like, in 20 years. I think it's probably very complicated.
Yeah, and this is 1984, too, so let's remember that.
Maybe there's not even fucking cell phones, let alone satanic Amish kids making petroleum.
I'm going to mention it. How is the corn staying so nice and pretty looking? Like, I mean, no one is tending to this corn. Wouldn't it wither up and die after a while?
In the beginning, when they were driving through the fields, there was corn being watered. I don't know if that was a separate corn crop from like 2 towns over, because I think Nebraska's just all corn and for days. You just drive for days and there's nothing but corn.
Fuck that. It's evil corn. Evil corn doesn't need
evil
water.
Corn doesn't
it survives on hate and sadness.
Blood spilled.
Yeah, all the blood that they're spilling makes the corn probably tastes pretty good. I'm guessing.
Blood corn.
Also, we were talking earlier about the whole, if a bunch of teenagers attack me with farm equipment, I'm pretty sure I could take out the town with one good bat or like a good piece of wood they could swing around.
Yeah, in the beginning, they show the kids coming to the diner and they kill everyone, but that's a small portion of that giant town. How did I feel like the cops, after a while, the one sheriff with his gun could have at least...
the man in blue?
Yeah. I know, it's like, where did all these guns go? Like, I mean...
They're farmers.
You would think... Yeah. What, farmers don't have guns?
No, that's what I'm saying. They would have guns.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, the dude, when he was walking through the house with his wife when they found that little girl... I mean, you're telling me they don't have a gun in that house?
They would have like 4 shotguns each.
Yeah.
There's no way you wouldn't.
You're a redneck. You've got farming equipment, shotguns, and NASCAR hats.
Yeah. They even have TV. I don't know NASCAR.
Well, they burned all the TVs.
Yeah, because
or so they said in the drawings in the beginning.
That's right.
So I wonder if they burned all the guns too. But
it was interesting how was it Isaac who was the Ginger? Or is that
Malachi?
Ginger's the Malachi for sure.
Okay, Malachi just takes over. He's just like, fuck you and your religious bullshit. I'm in charge now. Everyone's just like, yeah, the dude kills everyone, so we're just gonna listen to him.
All like, string him up on the cord.
Yeah,
right.
And then the guy with Webster's disease just yells in that creepy ass voice.
Yeah.
He gets Satan voice.
Yeah. The cold.
They want you to, Malachi. He has that crappy makeup job on.
Yeah. It was the 80s. It was good makeup back then. It looked legit.
You just look like they dipped him in talc powder. Like, I don't know.
So as a whole, from the time period it was in, what do you think, like, how good of a movie do you think it was, considering the time it was in? Obviously it can't hold up to today's standards.
I think it's a great movie. I mean, back then, this movie would be, I would say, a 9 out of 10, or whatever you want to rate it. I think the fact that you can even watch it right now is still kind of interesting is great. I mean,
I would say even look at the numbers. I mean, it did good in the box office for the time. Yeah.
Spawned crazy amount of sequels.
Yeah, it was like 6, I mean, if not more sequels.
Yeah. I think they might have even tried remaking it. I'm not 100% sure though.
I feel I didn't research beforehand, but I feel like they recently did not that long ago have a Children of the Corn movie.
Yeah.
And I like you said, I give it a 9 out of 10, considering the standards back then and what else you have to go with. But as far as today's horror movie standards go, what do you guys think?
Oh, so if he made it today, it'd be like a 4. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If he made it tomorrow, I think it would just get, no one would give a shit.
I feel like there would be way too much like CGI and.
But Stephen King's name on it though.
Yeah.
That would always bring in a good amount of people.
Yeah, that guy. he has a ton of books, ton of movies, and people just love him. So you can just he just puts his name on something, and usually it's like tons of people go see it.
Yeah.
Stephen King the musical. Everybody would go see it like tomorrow.
Yeah. We have your
Children of the Corn the musical. That might actually be something interesting to see.
Fuck, I'd see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it a look-see. Yeah.
The thing I want to talk about is this horror game. PC is called Anna, and I think it's made by an Italian horror thing. If you've ever played Penumbra or Amnesia Dark Descent, it plays a lot like that. And it's like a point-and-click horror adventure game. But the real problem is that you literally can't die. So you see a lot of creepy shit, hear a lot of creepy noise. It's all atmosphere, but there's no way to die. It's just figuring out the puzzle. So there's never any sense of danger
fear, or horror or fear that you need in a horror game.
Like there's no real monsters in it. It's just kind of like creepy noises and shit. I don't know, but it was a fun little game. It's free. If anyone just torrent it. Just torrent it. Okay, don't steal it in the torrents, but that'd be smarter than buying a piece of shit.
We do not support illegal downloading.
But I know you guys are still playing
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu, which
I think my game broke, but Steve's he's farther than me.
Yeah, I'm pretty far in the game. It's a pretty solid game. It has its moments where it gets really hard, and I just want to smash my computer, but
it does have suspense in it. Like when those dudes, like the only part that is when those guys are chasing you right at the hotel, and you've got to get through all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
you gotta open the door, you gotta lock it, then you gotta move a dresser out of the way, open another door, lock it. This whole time these guys are like chasing after you, banging down doors, wanting to blow your fucking head off, you know.
Yeah, I actually got stressed out while playing this segment, and then like you go to jump that gap, and it goes into slow mo for some reason. I didn't know what was happening, and it just made it more intense for me because they do that thing where the screen will actually distort and the controls will mess up as your character gets more scared. Which really fucks with you.
You have no idea how many times I fell in that fucking gap and had to start over. That thing pissed me off so much.
I mean, I beat that game a long time ago, but I mean, I love it because obviously it's based off H.P. Lovecraft's. I would say it's more based off H.P. Lovecraft's story Dagon or Shadows of Innsmouth. But I mean, it's got a little bit of Call of Cthulhu in there. But I mean, Call of Cthulhu is a way better name for it because it's going to get a lot of people. But I love all things H.P. Lovecraft, like any person should.
Spoilers, because I guess it's an old game.
Oh yeah, spoilers as fuck.
I haven't beaten the game, Darren. Because how does it end? What eventually?
Man, oh dude, it's so fucking weird. Okay, like you go like underground. Or first you fight Dagon on a battleship or on a ship, which is really fucking cool. It's a really good boss fight. And then you go deep under this cave, and you meet like these fungal aliens that like try to tell you the future, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but if you read anything Lovecraft, it'll make a little bit of sense to you. But it's very open-ended how the ending is, but you kind of like, I don't know, Steve, you sure you don't want me to spoil this for you?
Go for it.
All right, okay. Well, there's this weird fungal aliens of the deep ones, or all the fish people from the town, just like in the book Shadows of Innsmouth. And eventually you find a way to like overtake them with this weird gem thing. You get one from Father Dagon and one from Mother Hydra. And you do see Cthulhu, but you don't ever get to fight Cthulhu. You just see him in the water, like in the distance, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. But yeah, and it kind of tells you that, of course, that you're special, and that's the reason why you can fight all this shit. You know, you get to still go insane whenever you deal with all this crazy fucked up shit, that you're special, that you're chosen by these like weird time traveling fungal aliens, but I don't know. If you're not into Lovecraft, that would make no fucking sense. It barely makes any sense if I'm into Lovecraft. But
so what did you guys think of the game as a whole? Like, Steve, we haven't beat it, but what do you think so far?
I mean, I would say I'm in the middle right now.
You're 7.8 hours in. I'm actually looking at your Steam account right now.
Oh, really? 7.8 hours. I think it's a really good game. I mean, I like it.
I really enjoy it. It's interesting, and you're always encouraged to see what's next and why this is happening. And it gives you tasks to complete, and none of them is just like dumb some of it is like go get me this bullshit, but then there's it's all leading towards something, and there's not a lot of like BS run and get this item for me, and then come back and I'll tell you to go get some other bullshit.
I think it's the best pure Lovecraft game. I mean, there's other video games with Lovecraft like motifs and Lovecraft monsters are in every fucking video game, but just straight Lovecraft game. I think Call of Cthulhu is the best one out there right now. I mean, I wish I would make more, but it's definitely the best one out there right now. I think.
All right, so we're all agreeing we'd recommend the game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, you can get it on Steam, of course, for it's $10 right now, but they're always running sales. It's made some Bethesda developer, I believe.
Bethesda, the motherfuckers that make Fallout.
Yeah. Well, they make it, and so you can get it on Steam for $10. Of course, they'll go on sale when Bethesda has any sort of convention. It'll probably be on sale because I think we bought it for $7.50.
Right, and don't torrent it for free because that'd be an asshole move.
Yeah.
Because it is a good game. They should get more monies for making that game, so they'll make another one.
Support good developers.
Yeah, support good developers. Download Anna for free because it's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
but like, buy Call of Cthulhu.
All right, it's Call of Cthulhu's Dark Corners of the Earth.
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft's birthday was just passed. Like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago.
Did you do anything special?
I did eat cake. I made myself a cake. But I was more just because that's all I had in the kitchen. But still, I said I was eating this cake for Lovecraft's birthday, and thus I did.
Nice.
Sarah with us. She went with me to this convention in Gettysburg called Horrifying.
Hi.
Yeah, it was a great time. Everyone was supposed to go, like Steve over here, who I told months in advance about Horrifying, constantly reminded him, told him the hotel room was already paid for, and yet he still could not make it out for 2 days. So why was that, Steve? Explain to me why you and Marissa couldn't make it out to Horrifying for 2 days.
I had work.
You had work. You had 6 months to get the days off, and you couldn't get those 2 days off. Yet you went to Pittsburgh for like 4 days. You're going to Columbus every other weekend. I'm pretty sure I saw pictures from Ann Arbor from the art fair. You can make it up to all those places, but you're unable to get a weekend off for basically a free vacation.
I just, like, next year.
Next year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Next year? Okay, so what are you doing in January?
Why? What's in January?
HiCon's in January. This is me informing you, what is this, 3 months in advance?
Where's it at this year?
It's in Columbus, in the same.
Right.
Okay, OhioCon. I will be there.
All right. We'll have next episode. Things will change. So anyway, I went to a horror movie convention. There's a bunch of celebs there. So it's pretty fun. You just go and you get to buy a bunch of cool horror movie shit and hang out with people that are into horror movies. And there's a film festival with young upcoming people who submit their films to the film festival. The big movie this year was
Drive-In Horror Show.
Drive-In Horror Show. It was like a similar to Creep Show or Tales from the Crypt type thing, where there was like 5 small stories, 5 small videos, and it's all tied together with like one overlaying theme, kind of. What'd you think, Sarah?
I thought it was really good, like, except for the one with the kid and the alien in the closet. That one was really lame.
That was the second story. I fell asleep during the second story because it was so lame. It was about a kid who has, like, a monster or alien in his closet that he, like, feeds all of his evil parents to because they're just mean to him. And that was the story.
Yeah, that one sucks. The other ones are cool, though, because the one guy got, like, this disease and his skin started rotting off, and he, like, put his hand on the table and his skin just ripped away and his fingers were still sitting there. It was really sweet.
Yeah, that was my favorite one, I think. He's the doctor who gets infected with the disease. Overall, as far as... Because what these guys shoot for is... They want to make money from their movie. As an entry-level movie, what do you think?
I thought it was good.
Good. I thought it was good. It's not something that you're ever going to see in theaters. Not good enough there, but a good stepping stone in the right direction.
You cut that alien shit out.
They got to remove that and replace it with a different story. Just cut it out altogether. And I didn't like the people between the segments, like the host, I guess you'd call
them. I thought that part was cute. It was like the Tales from the Crypt. That was that vibe.
But they tried to make it funny, and it died all around, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
Oh, I didn't like it.
It also had 2, I guess, famous people in it. They were 2 of the Survivor TV show winners. I'm not sure their names, but they were in it.
Was it the big gay dude? Like the gay dude from the first season?
I don't know Survivor well enough to even comment on who they were or
Well,
what.
I mean, there's like a million survivors, but there were 2 people from there.
I
They were in
didn't.
the last story.
I went to the last year's Horror Find, and all the movies pretty much sucked big donkey balls when we went.
That one we went to where they had like the poltergeist haunting the.
Oh, like the whole. It was trying to be the whole like Blair Witch / Paranormal Activity thing.
I like that one. I thought it was good. I mean, that
Yeah.
packed the theater. That was the difference. Every year there's been a movie where they packed the theater, and this creep show or this horror show thing was so bad there was plenty of seats left. Like usually we had to show up. Last year we showed up on time for it. I just said before, I think.
Yeah. Biggest thing. What? Yeah. Motherfucking Horror Find.
So next year everyone's going to Horror Find. We'll try to get
hope.
an interview with someone who's there. This year there was Malcolm McDowell, Doug Bradley, who's Pinhead, lady from Cujo, Dee Wallace, that black guy who's in like 100 movies, but I don't remember his name. The big black. Ken Foray, yes. Ken Foray and Dee Wallace hosted the costume contest again, which Darren and me watched it last year. Sarah competed, and they didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But it was not as good as last year. I thought the costume contest was good this year, but it wasn't as funny as last year. It seems like the celebs might have been more drunk.
Yeah, they were offering dates and shit for money and
Yeah.
like putting underwear on their faces and weird shit like that.
Dee Wallace sold another pair of underwear for Scares the Cares.
Yeah, it was that's weird and terrifying.
Oh,
she's
she's not attractive at all.
It'd be like if your like lunch lady was asking you for underwear. No offense, Dee, if you ever hear this, which they won't, but
Oh, she might be on it next year.
oh yeah, I'm sure she'd be.
She's pretty out there.
Yeah.
She's pretty out there. I mean, they're obviously not like super A-list celebs, like D-E-list celebs there.
Yeah.
But the costume contest was great. There was less entries this year and less good ones. A lot of them were store bought, and then they had a special. They had the craftsman category, which is like for people who have won other costume contests, and there was only 2 entries. So I don't know how you have a category of 2 entries because it was like second place and first place.
Right.
I guess it's just you look at. There's one guy. What was he dressed as? Orion or
He
something.
was some big fucking elaborate like space dude. I don't even know. He was furry and had a staff and.
He had like these wings that like auto extended when you pushed a button. It was the most kick-ass costume there. He should have. I don't know. It was awesome.
Win?
He was in the craftsman category, so he won.
The second place guy was just a clown.
Yeah, that's good.
Remember that clown from last year with like the red or the orange jumpsuit on? Same guy.
That guy.
Well, he sucked.
Well, we got some photos. We'll post them on something wherever this podcast goes.
Clowns are overdone if you're dressing up for Halloween, kids. Clowns are overdone.
And in horror movies, clowns are overdone.
It's okay in horror movies, but
It tops.
as a costume, it's pretty played the fuck out.
People are terrified of clowns, though. That's why people do it.
Which makes no damn sense. You hate clowns. Why do you hate clowns?
Dude, remember when I
The
used to
vagina.
stay the night at your parents' house and your bedroom had all those creepy clown pictures?
That's what.
At night, I could not sleep because I thought they were going to eat me.
But I'm not afraid of clowns, and I slept in the same room with those clowns every night for 15 years.
You're insane.
Or maybe I'm the same one, and you're just a pussy for being afraid of clowns.
Maybe.
All right.
But anyways, didn't they have a car show there too?
They did have a car show, which was like, I feel like they're assholes because they lined the cars up in an order. I don't know if it's predetermined, but they had like the perfect copy of the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they had that last year.
Yeah, those guys were there. And then there was like this lady who had done her like Saturn like hatchback up as the Ecto-1, and they put her right next to the other Ecto-1.
That's up. Here's the good one, and then here's the shitty
And
one.
it's fan voted on who wins, so you just go and you just feel bad for it. She's like, no one's voting for your Ecto-1.
Yeah.
It's just,
She was giving out candy and like, vote for me. And it's like,
oh, I vote. If I did vote, I didn't vote. If I would have voted, I would have voted for her simply because she gave me free candy. I feel like the other Ghostbusters guys thought they just were auto wins.
Okay, what kind of candy?
I think I got Starburst.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, she had Starburst.
If you look at Jolly Rancher, I'll just spit in her face.
This was good candy,
Yeah, bitch.
You'll never win a competition with this candy.
And then, of course, like every other car in the competition was hers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one guy, he just had a black pickup truck that he put a bunch of like plastic skeletons on, and
What?
it was kind of retarded.
You should have put your cube in there.
All my zombie stickers are gone because things keep running into my car, and when they replace the panel, they don't replace the sticker.
That makes sense.
So anyone needs a gift to get me, I could use some zombie stickers for my car.
Yeah.
All right, so we all know Halloween's right around the corner here. Well,
Sorta, like a month away.
Well, we all amp up early.
Still,
Don't come on. I've been
everywhere
freaking pumping
started
shit.
pulling out their Halloween stuff.
Yeah. So, what is everyone being for Halloween?
No idea.
Darren, let's start with you. What do you got?
I have this doll-based mask thing I haven't worn yet, so probably that scary doll thing.
You got something with that going?
Yeah, that's somewhere on that.
Sarah, you got nothing?
I guess it could be Alice again.
Again? Okay, Alice.
Again.
Again? I
What-
still got it.
What about you, Steve?
As of right now, I got nothing.
Like how Sarah said.
I did
still got
request.
it.
I did request 4 days off towards the end of October. So.
Okay, I have requested weekends off all through October, and I refuse to work Halloween or the weekend before, but automatically it's Saturday. So I'm gonna try to be Frankenfurter. Your girlfriend's gonna help with my hair and makeup on that one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Gonna
I said I could be Columbia.
put on some sexy lingerie.
I'm gonna dress completely like a woman, be cold as fuck, and hope it works in my favor with the ladies. I figure you're manly enough to dress up like a girl.
I don't know, that's a common thing though. You'll be alright.
Yeah.
You might pull in some cock, but you'll be alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull some. Well, either way, as long as someone's attracted to me, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Everyone I don't want to be attracted to me will be attracted to me. So.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
All the disgusting women. And then Steve is like the worst wingman ever. Every time we go out and some like beast is just coming after me, I'm always like, Steve, you gotta save me from this beast. And he's like, just take him for the team, man.
Because
I'm like, there's no team here.
Steve's got a long fucking relationship with the same girl. Like, there's no team.
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
no
like
team.
he's helping him get laid. He's gonna get laid either way.
I'm just trying to help brother out.
Trying to help me out. You know, he wants to send me home with a fat chick, so that later on he's like, hey, remember the time you boned that super fat chick?
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, yeah, thanks a lot, asshole. But it never works because I just run from fat girls and they just try to eat me. Speaking of which, Cat cleaned mine.
That was nice of her.
That's weird.
Huh, she's just a nice human being.
She is nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone in the horror world wants to know,
Yeah.
like, you know, if you're fucking fat chicks or
Well-
your problems with dating fat chicks.
Oh, well, now they know I'm not fucking fat chicks, so none of them are gonna like try to fuck me.
Don't let him fool you. He fucks tons of fat
Yeah.
chicks. So that's a joke.
Okay.
No offense to fat people, we love you all.
I don't love you.
Be our fan.
No, I don't love that. If you like the podcast, fine, but I still don't love you.
Don't touch Darren or talk to him.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the Halloween thing. With Halloween always comes like the seasonal rush of let's see how many horror movies we can pump out, and it's usually a stream of garbage.
Yeah, so far this year, they have the Apparition movie.
That's supposed to be like
yeah,
terrible.
it got like 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. But there's a movie based on the Diffix box. If that heard that was
I do
decent. I
want
heard
to
that's
see it.
decent. Yeah.
We'll probably see it. Are they doing another Paranormal Activity?
Fuck
Is
yeah,
that
they
the
are.
new
Fucking 4. Fuck that shit.
Now
Probably
it's
gonna
not
do
that-
another Saw movie.
Yeah, say it's
Yeah.
usually Saw, or now it's
Oh, they're
Paranormal
done with
Activity.
Saul supposedly.
Yeah,
Now
well,
they're doing Paranormal Activity like 3.
I just don't see how it's the same movie, and it all leads up to a big ghost event, and it's not. It's a bunch of nothing leading up to
Yeah.
one small snippet
That-
every year.
It's pretty gay.
I don't like it.
I did watch a trailer yesterday. Upcoming horror movie. It's called Airborne. It actually is starring Mark Hamill in it.
Mark Hamill,
And he literally sounds like the Joker.
He sounds like the Joker in
I
it.
kid you not.
I might
I'll
watch
have
it
to
just
show
for
you
that.
the trailer later. But it looks like it's going to be corny. It's like a group of people are on an airplane with this box that has an ancient evil inside it. And
It's not like the Diffix box, but it's not the same movie.
they get like possessed by it. And it looks like there's going to be a whole bunch of guts and gore and
So
stuff.
it's
but-
ghosts on a plane.
Yeah, Ghosts on a Plane.
Ghosts on a plane.
With Mark Hamill. So
Well, if it sounds like the Joker, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Just
like-
simply because of the laugh.
I'll have to show you the trailer. But yeah, it looks
Right.
like it might be entertaining.
Well, that's our first episode of
Yeah.
the Killing Noise.
Hopefully it'll be better. Get better.
It'll get better. We gotta work on it, edit, but
Get better equipment.
yeah.